I hate perspectives like this and this blatant attack against business owners for being rewarded for the risk they take in their business. So, Karina says, stealing the resources and labor off of everyone else's hard work. And this is a comment in relation to how you can grow and scale a business up to $6 million in asset value and sell it, in many cases, capital gains tax free. Let me explain to you why this is fundamentally wrong. Now, as a business owner, we ultimately take risk. And the risk that we take is that we start a business in the first place. In many cases, we input a tremendous amount of capital by way of our time and our money in order to create this particular entity. Second, we employ individuals in order to grow and scale that business to create more value, because I assure you, the vast majority of businesses that are sold are not solo operator businesses. These are businesses that have a lot of staff, that have a lot of assets, that ultimately create a lot of value for society, because ultimately that is what somebody else is buying in the first place. They are buying a multiple of profit, and that profit is produced by way of people and systems and products that exist that are ultimately sold in order to deliver value to the consumers. Small business is the backbone of the economy. And the reality is that there are also no guarantees. We can look at the small business insolvency rates. We can see the tremendous amount of taxes that have been put into place. There is a tremendous amount of burden that business owners carry that employees do not. So the underlying idea that all business owners take advantage of labor and take advantage of people in order to manufacture value for their own personal gain is incredibly short-sighted. And it is on the belief that wealth and the world operates as a zero-sum game, that in order for somebody to win, another person has to lose. This is not how the free market works. This is not how the world works. Now, sure, there are plenty of businesses out there that take advantage of individuals. But do I think that that is the vast majority of small business owners? No. I know that in my business and the clients that I work with, we take pride in our business. We take a lot of pride in the environment that we create for our team members. We want to reward these people with opportunities, because the reality is good people aren't going to stay around long term unless you reward them adequately to the value that they help you create in your business. And in my own business, and the values that I teach to my clients is that in business, we should be operating ideally from the rule of a thirds. 1/3 goes to employees, and 1/3 goes to operating expenses, and 1/3 goes to the business owner, which means that 2/3 of the overall value that a business creates goes to others that is not the owner of the business. And the reality is that's on the assumption that your business has the ability to do over a 30% profit. And if you look at the average profitability of most business owners that come to us and get advice, on average, most of them are operating less than 20%. I'd probably say that most of them are between 5 and 10% when they come to us, which means there is 90 to 95% of the value that they are producing because of creating their business that they do not receive benefit from, right? They are getting a minuscule amount of value that has been created by their business. So the idea that anybody is being taken advantage of, if it is anybody, it's the business owner. And this is the reason why I'm so passionate about helping business owners. So to this lady, really get your head checked and have a long, hard think about the value equation when it comes to small businesses and the value chain that small businesses represent in the economy. Second, if you're a small business owner, you have this kind of mindset that you feel you are taking from people, then this is a great opportunity for you to understand how you create a triple win. How does society and clients win? How does your team win? And then how do you win? Because this is the type of business that we should be in.